Yo, welcome everyone, Sandro Uchiha here, welcome back to the channel. And I just got done watching episode 172 of the Boruto anime, and I must say, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would have been. But anyway, before we get into it guys, of course, welcome back to the channel. Definitely hit that subscribe button for more Boruto content. Of course, you can expect Black Clover reviews coming next week Sunday, which I think is the day the chapters drop, so subscribe for that as well. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers anyway, so let's see if we can hit that milestone, and I'd appreciate it all the same. But let's get right into today's review. So big shocker maybe, but of course no live reaction today because obvious reasons. But despite the fact that I didn't decide to do a live reaction today, the episode wasn't as bad as I thought it would have been. But I know the complaints. Again, we're 170 plus episodes in, and to be getting an episode like this at this time, it is always going to be like a polarizing thing. But like these days, I mean, I've spoken about the problems I've had with the Boruto franchise to death at this point, but I'll say this, comparatively speaking, and I think I said it in one of my previous videos, is that when you really compare Boruto to Naruto, like if you put Naruto and Naruto Shippuden together, they should have at least 210 episodes of filler, and Boruto isn't. It kind of feels like with Boruto we are putting, like, even though all the stuff in the anime is not filler, but it kind of feels like we would have put all the filler at the start of the series, which isn't the case, but you kind of get what I'm saying. But on to the episode. Today we focus on Iwabe, Denki, and Metal Lee trying to get an autograph for a patient at Konoha's hospital named Nato, who's undergoing a surgery in 2 days time, and he's actually afraid of doing the surgery. So he actually wants to get a autograph for his shinobi trading card for Orochimaru. So of course Iwabe, Denki, and Metal Lee are tasked with actually getting the signature from Orochimaru. Now it almost feels like a slice of life, nothing too serious, but all in all, like watching the episode, I was actually kind of laughing for a lot of the Orochimaru parts later on in the second half of the episode. So for all intents and purposes, it was a bit entertaining to say the least. So I'm not gonna bash the episode, and honestly, I almost feel like there's not much to really dissect on it. I mean, the whole theme of the episode really focuses on on courage, I'd say. So in the face of your fears, which what courage is, because of course the comparison, or the, can I say comparison, or the jeez, the whole thing that links the mission and this patient that they're trying to take the signature for, Nato, of course, is that he's afraid to do the surgery, but Iwabe's team going ahead to Orochimaru's lair, who are like totally scared of to actually do, is, you know, like a representation of like what Nato would have to do during the surgery, like overcoming his fears and doing what he has to do to get on with his life and achieve a specific goal. So that was basically the theme of the episode, and of course it is layered under the comedic aspect of trying to get to Orochimaru, which, as I said, in the grand scheme of things, if you haven't watched this episode, or if you've been kind of turned off from the preview, I would still say watch it. It really isn't that bad. Now, I think my only major gripe with the episode was how the team actually went ahead to figure out how, you know, where Orochimaru was located. Of course, we find out from Denki, which we already knew anyway, that Orochimaru's location is pretty much a top secret. And only the Konoha higher-ups know, including like Naruto, Yamato, Sasuke, etc, etc. And of course, it would be counterproductive if a lot of persons knew where Orochimaru's hideout was, because of everything Orochimaru has done in the past. Speaking of which, we kind of get a refresher in this episode, and it kind of got me thinking, I wonder if Orochimaru really needs to get some closure in the Boruto era. I think he needs like a little mini arc himself, or he needs to be like, he needs to have a big role in one of these coming arcs post time skip to give some closure to his character. So that was kind of like a side thought I had for, you know, Orochimaru's character. But yeah, back to my main problem with the episode. Yeah, so they get to the Hokage's, you know, well, not his office, but the building, the main building where, you know, Naruto's office is, and they go into a room where the records are and find out where Orochimaru's hideout is using Denki's technological skills. Now, I think one of the things they were trying to play up on with this episode is that, you know, generally speaking, in real life, you know, when you feel like adults don't really interact with technology as well as younger persons. So I feel like that's what they were trying to play up off. But I feel like when it comes on to the whole idea that this was like a top secret, and I know Denki is proficient in technology, but the fact that they could just get this that easily, it kind of felt like, and the fact that the place wasn't even like guarded or anything, that kind of felt strange to me. Like, okay, we're trying to keep this a top secret and some genin can just easily come in and get it. So it's almost like a 50-50 situation. I acknowledge Denki and his, you know, proficiency with technology, because that's what his whole character is based around, but at the same time it just seemed odd, like, you know, a top secret like Orochimaru's location, you know, this could like be like a national issue. I'm probably blowing it out of proportion, but yeah, that was like my main gripe with the episode. So yeah. But other than that, I thought it was a nice little watch, can't complain. And of course, even at the end, we have some more stuff to get us, you know, kind of excited for what's coming up next with the Kara activation arc, because we see Konohamaru and Gino, you know, back in the Land of Valleys with Victor and Deepa, who have actually mentioned that their experiments are in the final stage. They mention a fruit. Yeah, sounds very chakra fruit-ish. So I'm wondering how that's going to go. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I haven't actually watched the preview yet. I need to actually watch it after recording this. So yeah. That aside, we have Boruto, who's out of the hospital, and of course Kakashi gives him the warning about his new Rasengan, very reminiscent of Naruto's Rasen Shuriken training. So more than likely he's going to find a way to throw his highly compressed Rasengan, more than likely. So yeah, it's kind of like almost beat for beat, but not as rewarding as the Rasen Shuriken training. But I still acknowledge the effort that Boruto has put in, so I guess take that as you will. At the same time, so there's a nice little scene there in Boruto and Sarada, which I guess the shippers can, you know, take that as they will, or however they want to, I guess. So yeah, and that's basically the episode in a nutshell. As I said, I understand the complaints about the fact we're getting episodes like this, like almost 200 episodes into Boruto, but it is what it is. It wasn't bad. That's the crucial part. The episode only has one major gripe to me, if I'm being honest. So yeah, but anyway, let me know what you thought about the episode if you actually watched it. Leave your comments below. Definitely hit that subscribe button for Boruto and Black Clover content. And again, if you made it this far, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next Boruto video.